So let's us start. What we will learn today. We will learn what's Power Automate and who is Power Automate for. Also, we will look at what kind of or types of flows we have within the Power Automate. Also, while I'm explaining more about Power Automate, I will do a live demo to show you from where we can get started and all this stuff. We will have three more upcoming sessions for Power Automate, which is we will do together our first flow. We will focus on a cloud flow, also desktop flow. So what's Power Automate? What do you know about Power Automate? We learned a lot about Power Apps, which is Power Apps. We use it to build our application. We learned about Power BI, which is a visualization tool that will help you to show your data in your own way by building your dashboard and reports. From the name itself, Power Automate. So let me make it very simple and explain it in easiest way. Let me give you an example. Now I have my own application within by using Power Apps. Or maybe you don't need to have an application to use a Power Automate. But let me take this scenario. I have my own application. And the purpose of this application is to track a specific product or item. What if I want to get a notification or I would like to send a reminder email to the end user? Should I do it manually every time? Maybe I have more than 100 end user, maybe more than 1K users, especially if you are working with a really huge organization and you will have a lot of employees and many people they're going to use your applications. So it doesn't make sense that every time you need to do the admin stuff by sending the emails by yourself. It's really wasting of your time. So this is the purpose of Power Automate. Will help you to automate your task, to automate the flow that you would like to do. So Power Automate actually will help you um, to build a specific flow based on what you are looking for. For example, I would like to send a reminder whenever the user click on submit button. So with Power Automate, you will be able to do this. And Power Automate actually helped me personally on all my applications, on all my projects within my company. A lot of tasks it happened now by using Power Automate. And the powerful things with Power Platform actually, if you have Power Apps, if you have Power BI, you can integrate everything together. You don't need to only, for example, you have an application by using Power Apps and you have your own dashboard, so you can link everything together to be as an integrated platform. So this is the purpose of Power Automate, and it's online services actually. And recently they add a Power Automate desktop, which is I will cover a specific session about it and how we can use it. So let me move forward about what we can or who can use the Power Automate. As I mentioned before, for Power Apps and Power BI, anyone can use a Power Automate. You don't need to be an expert or IT expert or a computer engineer to use a Power Automate. It's no code, low code actually. And even once I will do a live demo with you, you will be able to see that it's really easy to do and it's not difficult at all and it's straightforward. But if you would like to learn more things to be in advanced level, there is a lot of tricks. There is a lot of things you can do with Power Automate. And from the name itself, it will automate your task. You don't need to do anything manually by yourself. So you just need to know the basic, and from there you can start learning by yourself. That's the purpose of doing. I'm doing all the beginner sessions that will help you to start. The point that will help you to start learning more and more about Power Apps, Power BI, Power Automate, and more and more. Okay, let me move to the types of a flow. I will give you now the main types that we have it, and while we are doing the session, because for each part I have a specific session, we will go in more detail. We have the cloud flows actually, and also we have a desktop flows, and also we have a business process flows. For the first one, actually, cloud flows. For cloud flows, actually, you can create a cloud flow when uh, you want your automation to be triggered either automatically or via a schedule. I will explain to you while we are doing a live session how we can do this. And for the cloud flows, actually, we have three main types. We have automated, we have scheduled flows, and we have instant flow. I will explain each part once we open the Power Automate on our desktop now. And also we have a desktop flows. For this one, we have a specific session about it that you can install Power Automate on your desktop and you can run it while you are using a Power Automate desktop. You don't need to use it only as an online services. And we have also a business process flow, which is will explain it while I'm doing now and opening the Power Automate portal. So let me now open the Power Automate and show you more about it and from where we can get started. If you have your own environment or if you already subscribed to Power Automate, Power Apps and all these license, so just go to Power Automate and Power Automate or powerautomate.com. You will be able to see this page, and from there you will be able to see home, action items, my flows, create, templates, and the connectors, data. So let me go through one by one. Once you open your Power Automate, you will be able to see the home page. And within the home page, actually, if you look at it now, I have like a templates, right? And maybe you can use it. It's the most of the people they are using, how many person they are using this template. And this one, you can try it out if you are looking for. You can uh, watch a video, quick video. They have it here. You can search, for example, if you have any specific things that you would like to search about it from the templates. As we know, Microsoft, they are doing a lot of templates and they added to Power Apps, the Power Automate. So don't worry about to use an automate that already built in. You just need to customize it, which is I will do it with you today. So this is for the homepage. And if you have already a flow and there is an approval process, because you can build a flow for approval process. For example, I have an application. Once the user they are clicking on anything, I would like to send an email to my manager to get his approval. Can we do this by using Power Automate? Actually, yes, you can. And my manager will be able to receive a notification email from Power Automate. Plus, when my manager open Power Automate his profile, he will be able to see this one. You have 11 approval requests pending. It means all this approval is pending for my approval. So either you can approve it, either you can reject it, or you can email a requester for specific things, or maybe you can reassign it. So a lot of cool stuff that we have it within Power Automate. Instead of sending an email to my manager for his approval or talk to him, or you can do everything now by using Power Automate. Also, within the home page, you will be able to see start from a template. As a beginner, I really suggest for you to start from any template we have it within Power Automate to learn more and more. So, and by doing this, you will be able to learn a lot of things. Actually, this is how I started by learning about Power Automate. I started with a template. So if you look at the template that we have it, they already put a specific category. We have the top selected templates that we have it from Power Automate, and you can see the number, how many people they are using. And if you look here, it show you the type of the template, automated and instant and so on. So you will be able to see what kind or what type of a flow that we have it within this template. And also they have a remote work. They already divide it in several category. So you can look at the templates that we have it, or you can click here all templates. And once you click all templates, you will be able to see all the templates that we have it, and it will go to the templates part that we have it within Power Automate. And here we go. For example, if I would like to search about Power BI, and as I mentioned, y- Power BI, Power Apps, everything, you can use it within Power Automate. So it's really a cool thing, especially if you are doing a business project or something. So it will help you um, to to automate and integrate everything together. So if I search here Power BI, let me search. you will be able to see all the templates that we have it that we are using a Power BI. For example, here, if I look to this one, update Power BI data sets when a SharePoint file is updated. So maybe this one you want to use it on your project or other templates that we have it. So you just need to think or just select whatever you want, and from there you just need to change a few things. Let us try to check any template and we can move forward for the other functionality that we have it here. Today we will not create our first flow from scratch. On upcoming session, I have a specific session that I will show you how we can create a flow from a blank, and I will go through all the types of flows that we have it, because we have a different types as I mentioned. So our the upcoming session will be focused on explaining and do each flow that we have it. Okay, so now let us pick any template that we have it. For example, create an item for a SharePoint list from Power BI, or maybe see here, it's really cool stuff. Notify a team when an alert is triggered in Power BI. But let me select this one. I would like to show you something here and to highlight something. So once you select the template that already built in, and this is what I really want to have on my business or case, you will be able to be connected to your email organization or whatever you are using. For example, here I'm using a specific environment, so you just need to pick the correct email, and from there you will be able to connect to all data set. Sometimes you are getting like fixed connection. It means I'm opening several emails here or several environment. That's why it show me an error. You just need to click on it and correct the email that you have it. Here we go. Now I'm connected to my environment, to my data sources. But if you look at here, it show me already the template built in. And it makes sense that it's really easy to use. And if you look at it here, when a file is created or modified, but here there is nothing. I need to add and customize my site. For example, if you are familiar with the SharePoint, we will do a specific sessions about SharePoint to talk more about it. But let me go through the example here. You need to put your site here. For example, here I will select any site that I have it. For example, this one, library name. It depends on whatever you are using on your SharePoint. And second part, when any file is created or modified within my site, what will happen? Here, if you look at this one, you have two action. Either add an action or it will be a parallel branch between. What's the difference? So if I add an action here, we have a trigger and we have an action. You will be able to see a lot of action here. Maybe control, maybe um, built-in standard, and sometimes you need a premium license actually, but don't worry about this one. So if you look at here, we have two things. We have a triggers and we have action. It triggers actually when you have, for example, I will explain it in easiest way. When you have an application within Power Apps and you have a specific things as a button, and the user once they click on it, you want your flow to be run. So this is what we mean by trigger. A trigger, it means something that will happen based on uh, some action that the user will do it. Actions, it means when the user are doing this or this action is happening, do this. Actions, it means like condition. Like, for example, here, choose a value. For example, when this item is equal to this value, if it's yes, show me this action. Maybe send an email or do whatever you want to do. If no, do this. It's really something really easy. It's not complicated at all. You just need to understand what's the difference between actions, the trigger, and when to use what. That's why I really suggest for you to start checking the templates and play around with the templates. For example, here, you don't need the first one that we added, so you can just delete it. Now, when the user or when the file created or modified within the SharePoint, second things will happen, which is this one. List rows present in a table. So it means I have an Excel and I would like to locate whatever that I have on my Excel. And how you can do this? Just select your file, your location, your documents. For example, here, I will select this one. You need to select, and it's a drop down menu actually. So it will show you your data source. That's why when you connect to your Power Automate, the first step that we have it, it will make sure that you are connecting to the correct data source, to the correct environment, to make sure that it will show you the correct one here from your location or your documents or your SharePoint site that you are uh, you are having under your account. Okay, here we go. So now you select your SharePoint, you select this one, and here we have an action. It means every time or every time we have for a file created or modified, so apply it to this value, which is we have it here. And from there, we are adding arrows to the data sets. Don't worry about understanding this template, but what I really would like to highlight here, that you can use the template as it is because you want to use this one, or maybe you can modify it, or you can delete whatever you want. For example, I would like to delete this one, maybe you can do it. I would like to delete this one. Let me try to delete this one. So it doesn't mean that if you select any template that you need to stick with it and just apply whatever you have in the template. No, you can modify it, you can customize it, you can add, you can delete. So the template is the first way for you to build your flow and will help you to show you how it's work actually. Okay, now you already have your flow, but let me here select anything, ID. Um, okay, I don't have a table here. Let me try title, whatever we have. I just wanted to show you something here. After you build your flow, what you need to do, you need to save it, because if you are using a template, you are doing some change on it, right? And you need to save it. So if I save it here, it will take a few seconds and it will show you here that if your flow is ready to go and you can start testing your flow or not. And the powerful things with Power Automate team, that you can check what's error, what kind of warnings message that you are receiving. So you can see what kind of things that you are doing. Even once you test it, you have two options. Either you test it manually or automatically. And automatically here we don't have it because we are not applying anything to our SharePoint or anything. And I will not test this one because it's just a random flow, so I don't want to mess with my data. But in upcoming session, we will build our first flow together and we will test it for each type of a flow, and we can see what kind of message that we are getting. Today, I'm trying my best to cover the most important things that we have it on Power Automate to make sure that you understand the basic things about Power Automate. So on the next session, you will be able to start building the first flow together. Okay, as we mentioned, within the home page, we have the templates, we have your approval, we have all the things that I already covered. Now, what's the meaning of action items? We have it here. And if you look at it, approval, business process flow. Let me pick the first one, approvals. And let's see what we have here. You will be able to see received, sent, and history. Actually, this one, if you have your flow and your the approval process under your email, you will be able to receive it here, and you can look at it here. You can approve it, reject it, or you can do it from home page. And also you can do approve, reject, or reassign. So this is the correct place to check any request that under your name or someone is building a flow and it's sending to your email for your approval. Or you will be able to receive an email with a adaptive card. It's a part of the card that it's sent through the Power Automate, and it's a new way of sending sending approval or a lot of things, and you can approve it or reject it from your Outlook, or this is the correct place to do it from here. Let me check business process flow and see if we have any active. I don't have any process flows here, and even I don't have inactive here. It's the place you can see if you have any business process flow. If it's active, it will be here. If it's inactive, it will be here also. So on next session, we will do our first business process flow, and I will guide you on, we will make it active and inactive, and we can see how it will appear here. Okay, let's move to the third part here. We have my flows. Within my flows, actually, it will show you different types of flow: cloud, desktop, business. So any flow that I created or you created by yourself, this is the place that you can check it. Maybe here I want to make it, share it with other, edit, save it, send it a copy, export it, check the run history. Maybe I want to delete it, or maybe I turn it off. So if you have a flow and you don't want to use it anymore for maybe 2 months or 3 months, so what you can do, for sure you cannot delete it. You need to turn it off. By turning off your flow, it means whatever you are having from actions, a trigger will not happen. So the user will not be able to see it. But the question here, what if I turn it on after a few months? The flow will run on the previous request that we have it? No, it will not be running. And once you turn it on, it means from this time will start the user receiving an email based on their request. Okay, and what else we have? Sharing. So if I want to share the flow with my colleague and I would like him to do some editing, some modification, you can share it immediately. You just need to put their name or their email from here. Once you click share, let me show you something. Once you click share, you will be able to send. Here, enter the email. So once you enter the email, you need to give them a permission here. It will show you the permission of your data source, and that's it. And they will be able to receive an email like someone is providing or sending an email, sharing a flow with you. So this is for sharing. And also, if you have any destructible flows, you will be able to see it under this page. You can download immediately destructible flow from here, or yeah, from this page, or you can search on Power Automate site. You will be able to see desktop power, the desktop flows, and you can download it. Even for business process, here flows, if you have anything, you will be able to see it here. Now, the question is, what if I would like to see how many people they are sharing with me flows, or from where I can check the shared with me flows? You can check it from here, which is shared with me. And once you click on it, you will be able to see all the flow that already shared with me. And you can see the type and what time or when the last modification happened for each flow. Like this 1 year, 8 months, 4 months. And this one, it means it's disabled. It's not deleted, it's just disabled. I'm not using this one anymore. Okay, cool. And if you want to create a new flow, maybe you can do it immediately from here, or you can go here, create. Let me show it to you. And once you click on create, it will mention to you how you can start. Like, should I create cloud flow, an instant flow, scheduled, and desktop, or a business process flow? So the option is for you. Based on your scenario, you will be able to check whatever you want to do. And each part we will cover it on all upcoming session. Or here also they are mentioning for you start from a template. So either start from a blank, which is select your type and start building your flow. Okay. Or start from a template and you can search for your template. Or the third way, start from a connector. You can search for your connector that you are looking for. And from there, you will be able to check all the templates. For example, if I select Microsoft Teams, it will show you all the templates that we have it from Power Automate linked to Power to Teams. And here we go. You can see a video for 6 seconds video that will help you. And from here you can see like what kind of template that most of the people they are using for templates for Teams. And maybe I would like to add a member. Should I build a flow to add a new member to my team? Get a message. Whatever you are looking, it will be here. So the triggers and actions, it's already listed for each connector once you select it. And once you click on the connectors, it will show you this page, connectors. The connectors is the place that you can see all the available connectors that within Power Automate, and it will show you. For example, this one you need a premium license actually. This one you don't need any license. It's only the normal license that we have it. We have a YouTube, we have different connectors. Maybe you are using Google Task, maybe you are using a different things. So you don't need only to use a Power BI or Power Apps. You can use a different data sources actually. And if you are working on Twitter, YouTube, for example, as I'm posting every week different videos on my YouTube, so I can do something really cool. Let me show it to you, and maybe it will help you. For example, uh, whenever I'm posting any video on my YouTube, go and put a specific message on my Twitter. Can we do this? Do you think that we can do this one? Let me search now about YouTube, and let's see. Share YouTube video on Twitter. Post a Twitter for YouTube videos that match a certain keyword. So there's a lot of things between YouTube and Twitter. When a video uploaded by channel, post a tweet and send email. It's really cool, right? Notify about the daily video. So let me select this one. Maybe here I would like to use the YouTube and the Twitter. I don't want to use the mail. So later on you can delete this part. So a lot of cool stuff. You don't need to be using always Power Apps or Power BI. Maybe you have another scenario, so you are able to do it. You just need to know your connectors if it's available or not, which is here. Go to connectors and to check. And here we go. For example, here I would like to check my channel ID. You need to take your channel ID, I think, from your YouTube. So I cannot remember my channel ID. Just post it here. And from there, you need to add your Twitter post, or for example, video list video or whatever you are having here. And if you have a specific list of email, you can add them here that you would like to send them a reminder, and so on. So a lot of cool things that we can do. Let me go back. And for the data, we have a different type of data. We have a table. And once you click on tables, it will open another page, which is for Power Apps. If you are opening a connections, it will show you all the connections. Even if you have a custom connectors, you are able to check all the data that we have it within Power Automate from data part here. And what else we have? What if I want to monitor my flow to check? So here from data, if you click on connections, you are able to see what kind of things that you need to fix it. And it show you fix this connection, and so on. And this is the place where you can fix your connection immediately and check. Or while you are checking the flow, you are able to see if you need to fix your connection. So this is for data part. We have a monitor, as I mentioned. You can check the activities that we have it. For example, here I have this flow. It's already run 100 times, one time. Um, it's run for 3 times. So you are able to see what is happening, what kind of activities that I have for my cloud, for my desktop, for my machines. So this is the correct place to check all your flow if it's working fine or not. For desktop, I don't have anything, so you will be able to see there is nothing. And if you want to check the real-time health and for your machines and desktop flow that's running on your machine, this is the correct place. Okay, and if you are interested on AI Builder, this is the right place. And we have a document, we have a models, we have, you can check. There's a lot of courses related for AI Builder actually, and it's really a cool things. Just go to Microsoft Learn and everything it's posting there for AI Builder. Okay, if you want to learn more, if you are looking to learn more things that we have it for Power Automate, so this is the right place. It's under Learn part within Power Automate. you are able to see like what's Power Automate, what's in new in Power Automate. If you are looking to check the updated news that we have, it videos, a lot of cool stuff, and this is the right place to start from. Or you can go to the YouTube, and we have a lot of amazing people from the community. They are doing a lot of amazing stuff, and they are posting their session there, and you can start learning from there. But as a beginner, I really suggest for you to start building your test flow by using a template. Look at it, try to sign up for free from here, first step. And on the next session, we will create our first flow together from scratch, and we will go together through this one. Let me show it to you here. So on upcoming session, what we will do, we will build our flow from a blank, which is here. We will go through each part and each type together, and we will try to build it. So for you as a homework, I want you to go to the learn, go to sign for free. Let me send you the link. Just a minute. So go to this document and try to log in for free for Power Automate, because on the next sessions, I really would like from you to start building your flow with me, because while you are practicing, you will learn a lot of things, and you will start having question, and this is the good time for you to start asking and learning. Let me add it on the chat. Just a minute. So here there's a step will help you to show you how you can sign up for free, and they already mentioned the link, and you just need to enter your email, and once you enter, they already mentioned all the step that we have it. So the link will be shared on my meetup and also here on the chat as a homework. So this is your homework. So because on next session we will go through all the types of a flow, and also we will test any template that we have it, and we will see how we can check it and how we can test it together. Also we will try this way how we can start from a connector. So do you have any question, or you can start asking the question? But before we move to the question, let me show you something here. For the upcoming session, we will have, let me go back. Just make sure to subscribe to the upcoming session that we have it. Let me go to the sharing scaling group, and let me show it to you. So for the upcoming session, we will have it next Friday, and we will create our first flow together. Also, we will have create a cloud flow. And how do I make a desktop flow? So just if you are interested to learn more and more, just make sure to subscribe there and register, and we can learn a lot of things together. Let me paste the link on the chat now for sign up and sign in Power Automate. It's already on the chat. So this is your homework. Even if you have any question or anything, just feel free to ask me through my social media account. I will be adding now my all my links within the chat. Just a minute. So, team, do you have any question? And by the way, the session will be recorded and posted on my YouTube, hopefully by tonight or tomorrow morning. So if you want to review it later on, or if you want to share it with others to learn, so feel free. And thank you so much. Okay, so we have one question. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So I have saw, I mean, so connectors and custom connectors. I mean, so could you please explain what is the difference between connectors and I know the connectors, but what is custom connectors?
Okay, you mean the one that we have it on here, right?
Yes,
Let
yes,
me
yes.
open it. So for the connectors that the available on our Power Automate, the custom connector, it's you need to custom your connector. It's a new custom. It's maybe you are creating a specific connectors from a blank or from Azure service, or maybe you have a specific file that you want to add it for it's already mentioned there, or maybe you have a connectors or data source, a specific data source, you have it from GitHub or any other data source. It's not available under connectors that we have it, and it's already there. Maybe if you click on a create a new, you just need to name it. Let me try to click on test to show you. And from there, you will be able to add your connector. The custom connectors, it means the connector it's not available under connectors, which is here. If you look at the
Oh,
connectors, we have a lot of connectors, right? Maybe some scenarios, maybe your connection or your connector is not available within this list, and you would like to test and try to add it here. And from where you can do this, you just need to click on data, custom connectors, and add your connector from there. Maybe it will work, and sometimes maybe you will get an error based on your connectors, and you will be able to see in the message if your connectors, maybe there's a wrong with the link or something missing. So everything will be link on the pop-up message that you have it. So I hope that I answered your
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
this.
you. Thank you. Any other question, team? Okay. So as I mentioned, if you have any question, anything, feel free to contact me on my social media. I'm super active actually on all my social media accounts. And have a wonderful weekend and see you next Friday. Don't forget to do your homework, which is sign up for free on my Power Automate so we can learn a lot of cool stuff together. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you.